Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. This is a special episode, and by special I mean I'm a fool. It's 2 a.m. 2:30 to be exact. I had to end the stream early because I forgot to record this episode. So, you know, we're gonna do it now. I will not neglect you, YouTube. The content will go on. And also, you know, if this run it's like time management. It's Tuesday. It's a bad day for me for not a bad day, but it's a busy day because I have a bunch of lectures to watch for school. And so I got caught up doing that, and then finished all of that up, and then I went and hung out with my friends in Discord, and then I was like, oh god, I have to stream. I forgot to record. But anyway, we're into the Exiled now in the loop. The last run was that very fun, infinite. Very fun. Time to play something that will inevitably be not fun. Shardtail Queen. I'm in the zone though. I mean, not really in the zone. I felt very like addled over the course of the stream. I don't know. Maybe I'll feel better now that it's just you and me and not. It's funny because I talk about these videos as a just you and me because there's no chat next to me to talk to me. However, like probably 10 times as many people see this run as see an average run on stream. So, you know. Anyway, regardless of that, without any further ados, let's begin. Don't forget to like and comment and also perhaps subscribe if you so desire. We're playing against Explosive Sigil Daedalus, Shadow Arcus, which is Curse Fell, Chase Seraph, Exile Hellhorn, Exile Stygian. We got Hidden Passage, Titan's Gratitude, and Pyre Chomper. So with Queen, I want to try Advanced Prototype's good because I think Queen is weak in the early game. I want to try Rally here if I could get it. I'd really like to try Rally. Yeah. So Imperialist is, I think, the correct path most of the time, but I want to try Rally here. So someone told me that they've been having great success by playing a Imp chump blocker plus Rally plus a tank and just scaling armor through cards. So I want to try that, and we're going to try that now with the Train Steward starter. I think we have we have a very clean start here. We're very strong. I'm going to try Rally here. We're going to look for Steelworker, preferably not Rail Beater. Maybe Hot Shark would be fine as well. The best get, obviously, would be a Holdover Imp Port and Work plus Endless Welder Helper. I think that's forever going to be the dream with Shardtail Queen. The reality is you probably won't see anything like that. Unfortunate. But we can dream. And outside of that, it's just going to be like, I don't know, maybe we go Royalty 2 Imp Parade 1. I'm still working out what I want to do exactly here. However, ascend this guy. He's going to take one of the damage shields. One of the damage shield goes away regardless. Oh, if I ascend the unit here, I'll just take damage though. Not a good idea. I also think that Rally does better with an Ascend in your starter because if nothing else, we can just put all the Imps on the floor below, bam, chump blocks down here, and then Ascend the Queen up to where the tank is scaling. That's another idea I've had with it. There's a lot of ways to go about it, right? But this is the basics here. You have something in front, and you just put your Imps down to take one of the hits that they would take. You get the plus 10 damage. It doesn't scale super well, but you know, 30 at this point in the combat is not good by any measure, but it's not the worst. And that's all I can say. Alright. We win this combat, we take the trial, and we walk away having taken 0. Or no, we take 1 here, I think. Yeah, we take 1. My mistake. I should have maybe tried to min-max a little more. Might have been able to not take it. But with a plan like this, we're just gonna... The problem is that it kind of invalidates Welder Helper, is what I imagine. But... I mean, I'm still gonna pick him, because he's really good. And we'll work it out, right? We're still looking for it. Flash Freeze is really good for targeting down Welder Helper as well as targeting down important backline enemies. Great pickup. Let's try Shark. Let's try Shark here. Try taking the Shark and using him as our scaling tank. I think that he's maybe one of the better scaling tanks. I think he should be better than Steelworker, but it is kind of close. There's not many tanks that scale also. We can't take Large Stone for him. Endless isn't even that good right now. Brandon is... He's not that bad, actually. Here's the deal with Brandon here. Brandon can snowball like crazy because I can just... if I take space, I can do Train Steward, Brandon. And if we give him good upgrades... Oh, we could do just one Train Steward and Brandon, and we could give Brandon Large Stone. There's a lot of choices here I can see with Brandon. However, are any of them actually good? Or am I baiting myself, right? The question that comes down to that first kill, right? Because if he gets that first kill, he snowballs an entire floor of Train Stewards and they go insane. If he never gets that first kill, then it's just bad, right? He just sits there and it's very low damage output overall. It's really hard to say. Honestly, it's really hard to say. Like, it's really, really close, right? We have a scaling tank, so we have our floor plan for killing the bosses, right? We're going to incant and scale Queen with Rally. So it comes down to Brandon. We need heavies. And I guess backline as well right now. Brandon. Are you that good? If I had a multi-strike waiting for me, I'd take him in a heartbeat. What is he? He's baseline 18. It's like... The other big problem is that stewards don't have draw priority, and he does. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna lock it in. I'm gonna try it. This 4 has 6 space. I think I want to not give him Large Stone. I think multi-strike quick is ideal. But if we don't see that, barring that, we can just give him like... one or... Quick is bad, actually. Quick is bad. Evasion mark is probably wrong. I'll take a lot for this, I think. Although, will I take that much? Acceptable. I think we'll take an acceptable amount. It's... Oh, but we don't have a draw priority tank. That's the problem. That's the problem. I don't... There's no guarantee that I don't just, like, not play Shardtail Queen here. There's worlds where I die for this, and that's okay. Well, it's at least passable. We're just gonna chump block all the way for here. Sorry, Brandon. Maybe next time. Although, even with damage shield, this is a lot. This is a lot. Yeah, I think that this trial kills me, actually. I was thinking about it in terms of how are the Train Stewards gonna do against this, and the answer is it's not that bad, except for the part where I don't draw one. Oh, I do have a... Wait, I have a draw priority tank. That's right, I put fucking Shark in this. It's late, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it is late. I should... what is this? It's a lot. I can do one of two choices here. I can play Train Steward and Ascend him, or I can play Imp. I like Imp better. It takes damage off of Shark, and it also takes off one Clergyman, so it's +1 health overall, which, you know, when you get right down to it, nitpicking 1 or 2 health isn't that big of a deal here. Damage on the Shark is important. We have to not die to the boss. Being at 27 or 26 is very similar health points, is the thing. I'm okay with ascending now. Ascending now, like saving another one though is like, it's good. It's still good to min-max our health, but it's not super important on the 1 health front. However, getting a little extra free damage in there, not bad. And we get, yeah, okay. We're good here. We took like 12 for that trial, which was scary, but it wasn't the end of the world. Advanced Prototype's so nutty. This used to be really bad until they gave, what was it before? It was just damage shield 2 multi-strike 1, right? The +5/+5 is huge. Imp good here, yes. Take a second flash freeze, same reason we took the first. Targeted damage is good overall. I like targeted damage here. Merchant of Steel is nice. We want Brandon to upgrade. We don't need a unit. We want to find multi-strike here. Endless. Endless is okay as well. I'm okay with putting Endless on the Welder Helper. I think long term it's still good. And then I'm gonna roll this. Cool. Excellent. Brandon didn't really get to do anything in that last combat. I'm just gonna make him +5/+10 here. We're gonna call that good. So now he goes on a 4 with the Train Stewards. Dante. Dante. Oh, that's interesting. I think that against Diligent or Patient, I would pick this in a heartbeat. Diligent in like a half a second, I would pick Dante. But Chased, the problem is that we're going to scale him through Rage. Although, you know what? I should take Dante here. I've been not taking Dante a lot lately. There are some serious downsides to Dante. He makes it so branding right becomes a bad pickup. I think that since I have this branded warrior, actually I'm going to skip him. I go through periods where I take Dante a lot, but right now, especially after Friends and Foes, both of the starters do not benefit from his magic power, so the magic power is worthless. In fact, the magic power cape actively hurts us because it's going to make branding right worse in the future, assuming we see one, which is not a crazy assumption. I don't think. But I suppose we'll see. Huh. That's not good. We're definitely going space. I don't think there's a doubt about that at this point for me. I'll go Shark Shardtail here. 5/10. I'm okay with... I think I'm good with Queens impling this floor. Although Train Steward Fledgling Imp is good as well. And Rallying Shardtail Queen is also strong. A lot of different things to do here. I'm gonna go with this measure. I'm gonna go with this measure. Although playing the Imp there isn't super imperative. Yeah, playing the Imp there isn't super imperative, actually. I didn't need to do that, because I can't play anything this turn off of it. I don't get to play an Imp because of that. Okay. Brandon. Go get him, buddy. 2/5. It's 2/5/5, which is 12, 22. I do this, and then I play the Welder Helper in front, right? You take, you take the brunt of it. Dies and 1 damage goes through. Acceptable. And then I can save 1 damage on the shark like this, that's fine. Once we get space, this, because I'm definitely taking space after this. Brandon Steward is a pretty solid floor, I would say. Where he's just gonna scale a ton of rage for free. I guess I just use the Endless Welder Helper to chump block like crazy, right? I think I do. I think it's better this way. Instead of putting it on the shark, because the shark is just gonna like it's like 1 use of 20 versus multiple uses. Usually it's better to have the Imp dying on repeat. However, here I can't kill it myself basically, so putting it behind and stacking the armor up isn't good. So he's just a little extra health right now. 20. So I play Queen's Impling and a Pyre Chomper here, and then you get to clear that 4 out. Although actually I needed to let that 4 go up, didn't I? I need this Welder Helper dead. Yeah, Welder Helper, he's just too strong. He's too tanky. Brandon's looking pretty big over here though, I gotta say. You been working out, Brandon? Oh, this is actually a great idea. Just send him up. Let me scale up some armor. I mean, this floor does a lot of damage right now. This floor does a lot of damage. And we can just keep on the super ascend plan. They give me the pieces for it, you may as well follow through. And just hyper ascend the floor. Every rage proc is crazy. Yeah, huge damage output on this floor. She didn't get to rally a ton. Like, she only got 3 rallies off. I think that with space it gets a lot cleaner though from here. And I've made my mistakes, and now I get into the mindset of figuring out how to fix them. We take reinforce here. That shark's gonna use reinforce pretty well. Lodestone totem? I don't think so. I have too many units at this point for Lodestone totem. And we take space. Usually I always like taking draw here, however this is a run that's going to really benefit from the space. I just need to prioritize card removal from here. Like, more than anything else, the most important value here is card removal, I think. Even though the spell shop is going to be kind of bad. And removing spells right now isn't great, because I need to be incanting the shark. It's probably better to remove... we're going to do an even removal here. Because these spells discard too much, so it's not that big of a deal to remove them. Hot shark. Really good, right? Really good. We don't kill backline right now. We don't have an endless form, but I guess we could just use, like... I don't know. I think that we take it anyway, right? It's fine. He goes, it's going to be him, Train Steward Brandon on a 4, and then Shark and Shardtail scaling, I think. The problem is that there's nothing killing the Imps, because the 4 that I'm making should kill the stuff before it gets to Shardtail. Kind of weird. It's like too much value. Permafrost would have been pretty... Yeah, let's make Ascend free. It's a card that's always good to play. Imperialist might be the way to go. But it's rally 10, 15, 25. But oh man, no, it's gotta be Imperialist, right? With an Endless Welder Helper, it has to be Imperialist. How is it ever not? With an Endless Welder Helper, this is insane. That's one of the strongest combos in the clan, I think. Or not in the clan, but in the Exile clan. It's just so good. Kill all Imps plus Endless Welder Helper is just so much money. Armor 15. Do I need to respect this combat? Think about it for a second. Brandon Warrior's base damage is 23 times 2, so he'll kill 1. But the problem is the Clip Defender. I think that I do not need to respect this combat. Although Armor 15 is a little concerning, this combat should not be that scary, depending on the order of the draws, though. Order of the draws matters a lot, especially since we have 3 draw priority units now. This is a good draw. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So he'll die. Yeah, he'll die, but he'll be fine. Like, we can... I'm not worried about his death. Shark up here with Queen. Now we just want to pick up a few spells to incant top 4 Shark and thin out the deck a little bit. Maybe throw an upgrade to... Oh, we want to aim for throwing... Yeah, I wanna have like multiple Train Stewards on this floor through Ascends. If we can do that, it gets even crazier. It is 3. I'm gonna pop this guy. Because by killing this, the shark should live all the way along. Yeah, okay. This run feels really strong at this point. I feel like we have most of what we need to answer answered. And that feels like a good... Like, we're in a good spot overall. I'm gonna move you up into the back. Don't forget that if you ascend an enemy, they move up and to the back. Also, Train Steward should be behind Brandon, not in front, so that Brandon... depending on the combat, I guess. On this combat, he should have been behind. Different combats, he should be in front. Okay. I like where this is going. I really do. This is a cool looking run. We need to... If we can get another Endless for the Shark, it's crazy. We duplicate this Welder Helper and we go insane as well. Like, duplicating this Endless Welder Helper and just playing 40 armor per turn on this Shark and then just doubling it towards the end of the combat. That's a great boss killing plan. We just have to handle heavies after that, which is... it's mostly handled by Brandon and the Train Stewards. My favorite band, Brandon and the Train Stewards. They're gonna need a little help, but the ones that don't die will also be handled by Shardtail Queen, right? Like, I imagine we'll reach a point where they don't kill both heavies, but Shardtail Queen can take the second one, is gonna be the idea. And also, if we get to the point where we are ascending a bunch of Train Stewards, it gets even stronger, I imagine. But that's not the attuned one, of course. Shark's dead and this 4 still does this much. Yeah. Like, he didn't even make it up here. That's a 4 that 4 comes close to killing Seraph. It doesn't quite, but like a reinforcer to... Like, we don't need to be killing Seraph, but having floors that look like that on floor 4 is a good sign. Scholar. Do I have any consume cards that matter? No, I have none. Imp in a box is fine. Right? Rage Serum's actually a little better, I think. I think Rage Serum's better. Against Seraph, it's a little harder because Seraph's gonna cut that rage down. We can skip this. We do, like, against this chase Seraph, cutting rage is gonna be a little bit problematic, but it shouldn't be that bad. Unit upgrades are all I care about right now. Magic upgrades for what? Permafrost Reinforce is basically it. So we're gonna go left for removals because removals are better. And it's probably removing Foregone Power right now. And maybe a Train Steward or 2 can go. Friendly Enchanter with Rage 3 is really nice. Like, Rage 3 is really nice. This is really good. I'm good with this. I just bought Rage Serum. Giving +3 Rage across the board to a bunch of multi-strike units is good. Spikes 4. I'm gonna respect Spikes 4 here. We have a bunch of units that'll die to it. Not worth it for the artifact, right? Well, it's not that it's not worth it, right? I think that if I could take that trial, I would. However, there's a very reasonable chance that I die for taking that, so we're not going to. Is the basic idea there. I do actually like going for trials like that, though. Like, I would go for a... I will do this. Yeah, I'll go. I would go for a trial here. Basically, not always, but like it's good to go for the trial, it feels like. If you can take the trial and you can get away with it. The problem is just that we can't get away with it, right? I'm fine with trading for artifacts, however. Not when it's gonna kill me. Perhaps then it could be considered bad. Play these up here. Yeah. Is Shark the best scaling tank in this game? So let me preface this by saying when I talk about this, I will not take into account Hornbreaker Prince or like champion scaling tanks. Like the best scaling tank in this game is Harvest Rector. Of course it is. Like that's not a question. But outside of that, who is there that's good, right? It's like, but like Harvest Rector, Spikes, Wrathful Prince, those are your crazy scaling tanks, of course. But in terms of survivability scaling tanks, who's good? It's like, because it's interesting because there's not a whole lot of tanks themselves that scale. It's usually the clan scales the tank for you, right? So like, look at Awoken, for example. Awoken doesn't have, this should go up here. Awoken doesn't have a scaling tank, but they have regen, right? So I mean, they do have a scaling tank. They have Awoken Hollow. He gains 1 health. Is that really a scaling tank? It depends on who you ask. Is Brandon worth saving? I don't think he is. Sorry, Brandon. Not today. Nothing can break his horns. Actually, maybe I should do something about this. 9 damage punches here, you'll do 90. I could ascend him, right? That's the thing. I could ascend him. Is it worth? I think it's better to do this. This, actually. Oh yeah, and then he lives. Never mind. I'm a fool. Easy. And sending him wasn't right. It's late. You'll have to forgive me. My brain. It's a late night episode. Late night episodes are good for the fact that brain breaks. Plus 20. So you play Welder Helper in front is 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Welder Helper in back, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes no difference. Okay. Fire Chompers, 1, 2. It's always the same. Train Steward gives a lot of time as well. Give you Rage 3. Why not, my man? This is going to be a no energy run, which is a shame. However, it's okay, I think. Maybe, like, Rally seems okay if you go space, I guess. That's what I'm taking away from this one here. I can actually play this up here and have a reason that it's value. And we cut through her stealth, and she should die in like 3 rounds, right? 4 rounds? 4 rounds. Solid. Could have reinforced him there, but I don't need to. We'll probably want to permafrost -1 reinforce at some point. However, it's not super important. I just have to, like, that's a combat where it doesn't matter. Hello, branding, right? In later combats, it matters. Namely Sarah. Yeah, other clans? Who else has a tank? I guess Crucible Collector and Crucible Warden are kind of like scaling, but they scale, their survivability scales in a different way. It's interesting. Each clan has a unique way to survive and scale their survivability. Brandon with quick multi-strike is always cool. However, it's actually pretty bad on this run, so I'm glad I did not get that. Plus 25 should go to Shark here, I think. And then we roll. Incant Armor 2. We actually hit Endless a second time, which is crazy. That's crazy that we hit that. It's very fortunate. Extremely good. I should have thrown a plus 10 to a Train Steward. I'm gonna purge a trains. I'm gonna purge 2 Train Stewards here. I'll purge 1 actually. I'll purge 1 Train Steward and 1 Gorgon Power. Yeah, this is good. Don't forget the event. Heartstone, Blood for Blood, Petrified Heart. Ugh. There's no healing in these clans. Petrified Heart's good. Plus 10 across the board's cool. Yeah. Heartstone is usually pretty cool. I do often like taking Heartstone and just putting it on Shark here isn't bad. Or Shark. However, a plus 10 across the board is also really good. We don't have to kill our imps die on their own. So we're just giving everyone plus 10 instead of giving a frontliner plus 25. It doesn't matter that much, actually. Yeah, I'll just do this. Like, it's interesting because as I think about it, like, what's the big deal about giving plus 25 versus plus 10 across the board, right? Like, it doesn't change how much health Shard Tail Queen, or how, like, it changes very little, I expect. But if that's the case, I should take the plus 25. But then I have to choose between one of the 2 sharks, and I don't think I can choose between them right now. I'm not in a place mentally to make a decision that impactful on my life as who is the hotter of the 2 sharks. Phased 1. Another awkward one here to start us out. So it's going to be 2 rounds of Dazed. I guess it's fine, and we just let them take 2 rounds of Dazed for mid-floor play. I think so. Brandon in front might have been better. I'm going to let these guys be Dazed. It's going to be 2. It's going to be 1 on one of them and 2 on the other. I should have played Shark first. Okay, wrong. Incorrect. That's okay, though. Yeah. Brandon should go in front there as well. But it's okay. I miss a little bit of armor for that mistake. Yeah. Because they should have been yeeted there. And playing bottom floor is also interesting. We got forced into bottom floor, so I can't ascend Train Stewards into this floor. Not the end of the world. Interesting. You just go whichever floor they set you on, right? It feels like this is the floor we're set to be on. Yeah, the extra health also makes the imps better at jumping. All in all, like, this run feels very strong across the board. I'm very happy with how it's looking here. I'm gonna take 2 weighted contritions here. How odd. Yeah, no kills for Brandon. I'm okay with these weight of contritions. I wonder, it says kill, right? It says kill, so I think it should give me weight of contrition here. I'd be surprised if it didn't. Yeah, okay. Acceptable. Understandable. Interesting. We're gonna hit the wall here though, because Brandon and the gang can't kill double heavies. Forever the problem. No double heavies are dying. As it is right now. Or they are? Oh, because she kills before she attacks. That's right. She kills before she attacks, of course. Very cool. Very good. Excellent news. There's no reason for me to take damage here. That's right, action occurs before she takes her attack. Super niche. Like I wasn't expecting this to become something that I needed to have, but it's good. Good here. But it's strange because it feels like I might want to even go double space. She's big now. I think that if I can ever get the Brandon dream, like the Brandon Shark Train Steward dream to work, it'll be really cool. But it's really hard to actually get this to work. It's just a bunch of guys with multi-strike beaten face. That's all we're looking at here right now. I can afford to take the 1 round of dazed here, I think. I mean, I just can, right? It's maybe even better to take it. I swear, a lot of the new bosses, like Arcus's rally and daze thing, it really, this is the only run I feel like I've run into any trouble with it. And same with Patient. Patient's like rallying a ton, and it just feels bad with, it mostly just feels bad with Imps. I feel like this patch has a lot of stuff that's just like, yeah, man, it feels really tough to play Imps, huh? How's your boy looking up here? Huh? Not so good? We got the shark though. Like we got second shark as well now to even things out. Arcus is a little scary with his 25 attack and lots of health, but now our queen starts to scale much better. Taking a little hydration break there. Perhaps a little siren song wouldn't be bad. It's like hard to find situations where this card is bad. Card's almost always good. The only time that Siren Song is a bad draw is when your deck is so good that enemies never make it to the top floor, which is a good problem to have. I need magic shop now, and then we want to duplicate for sure, so we're going magic, no more removals, which is a shame. However, it's fine. We want to throw -1 on branding, right? And then just roll it up. Holdover Siren Song is enough, I think. Like, it's good. Holdover -1. Holdover on branding right's also good. Good choices here. Good choices here. Holdover on Ascend is also good for that Train Steward plan that we mentioned earlier. 3 good options. What am I gonna do here? Which card is the best? I don't think it's branding right. I think it's Siren Song. So when you look at it from this perspective, branding right gives extra armor, which is cool. However, we don't really need the extra armor, right? Like, why do I need extra armor? What do I need it for? Nothing, right? Like, we should be fine on armor generation. We should kill bosses as is, but we don't need this. Hidden Passage. What am I going to use this for? I'm going to use it to make the big Train Steward floor. I don't need to do that. if I just do it on Siren Song, if I just hold over Siren Song, this answers heavies for me. But it doesn't quite answer heavies for me, right? It's like slightly off. Also, I didn't realize I wasn't gonna have enough money for it. Maybe I'll get the merchant event. Ah. Monster Rail Spike and then don't play this guy and then just... Or, yeah, Monster Rail Spike on this guy's good. I just like this. Either, depending on the combat, don't play him here, or play him and let him take me through what would otherwise be a hard combat. Either choice is good. Either choice, solid. I'm digging Rally here. I'm having... It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's just, you need to pick up a tank for it, and then I think dipping one in... Oh, Purifiers. Ugh, hate to see it. Alright, so we're using that Train Steward here. Purifiers is a really hard combat. Really, really hard combat here. Oh, they lose space on the top floor. Oh, that's just bad. It's just all around terrible. Okay. I play it... I think I just play it mid-floor again. We just don't worry about it on top floor. Losing space top floor is worst case. Bottom floor is best. Mid floor is passable. Is how it pans out right now. Just drop Brandon. Throw a flash free so we don't take a curse. And hope it's okay. Alright. Folder Helper here. This is a run that would really like a Hell's Banners. I would really like to see a Hell's Banners here anyway. I drop a Purge Train Steward here, what happened? Something happens. We get a kill for Brandon, it's a start. The Shark can't kill Purifiers here. Always the problem. Brandon gets a kill, he starts to scale at least. And if they can just peel off the Steel Wings, this floor should reach a point where it does the rest. May take a little bit because of the rate of scaling and all of that, but you know. Put this in front. Take 13 for us. 96. Once I hit that Siren Song, it gets a lot better as well. Hope we hit it next turn. We're gonna take a little damage here. Hopefully we don't take too much. At 20, hopefully we don't have to take more. Yeah, we have to take more. Alas. My card drawing abilities are lacking. You can see bottom floor scaling. This isn't something that'll happen in the future by any means. However, maybe I should have focused a little more on upgrading Train Stewards with how they are doing in the deck. Oh, Siren Song. Now that I don't need you. Look at that. Isn't it ironic? Siren Song holdover shows up now that I don't need to play it. How about it? Ascend you? Save myself a curse next turn. I don't need to play Siren Song anymore. Bottom floor scaled up. We took our 40. Bad draw order. A little more base damage across the combat, and we would see a little better. I think that the hindsight change is to upgrade your Train Stewards a little more on this one. So that when we get to this point, they're a lot better. Turns out holdover on almost everything would have been bad. I guess the best one would have been Ascend for the purposes of this combat. However, that's okay. 200 damage on her is looking like that's reasonable. 200 damage is acceptable. Impish Scholar. Can pull back Reinforce, perhaps? Like, perhaps it can pull back Reinforce, and that's good. Is that good? I mean, I haven't played Reinforce yet. The problem is that I don't have the energy. If I take energy, this might not be bad. I'm gonna skip it. Cuddle Hex? How is Cuddle Hex here? Cuddle Hex is not bad. I don't mind it. Can put him up there with a Train Steward and have him guarded. Alright. Will we defeat Seraph here? That's a good question. Hard one to answer. And my draw is my biggest concern. I do not want another holdover. If I take another holdover, dude, it's tough. Hell's Banners would be really good here. Ashes of the Fallen. Alright. I said I wanted to duplicate this, but I don't know if I can afford to. Like, I have 3 energy to work with. Is it okay to pay 2 of it for Welder Helper and one, like my entire turn, every turn for the rest of the game is Siren Song, Welder Helper, and then one day we consume? Honestly, it probably is. If it isn't, I just don't play him, right? Like, it's not that big of a deal to not play him. This Seraph is going to potentially cause problems. There's potentially problems. Preferably, it's no space loss top 4. Excellent. This is the ideal. The optimal outcome. Very good. Shardtail Queen here. We'll go Brandon here. We want Brandon to take this kill. So she doesn't Imp Toss here. Like this. And like this. Okay. She doesn't Imp Toss, so I don't need to rally her. No reason to. Rage -1. Hey. Cut it out. Dark goes here. He wipes the floor. Throw you some. I guess I'll put this Welder Helper armor on you. No reason not to, right? We may as well just take all the damage we can take here. Or rather, get all of the damage we can get there. Which is a good amount. Can we get the shark down now? That looks pretty good. Now, Brandon loses all his rage, and then we start to fall off quite a bit. Of course. I can stop the 19. The Pyre Wings, though, is the problem. He's gonna cause me a lot of damage. Could throw Brandon 20 armor and just call that good, right? There's, oh man, I wish I could have taken one of everything here. This is a run that's really missing that energy. This is one where we really want to play all of our cards. Every card I draw is good. Brandon on branding. Funny, so it's 19 flow over, so I think you live at 1, right? Because it's not 19 flow over, it's just 15. What are you taking? 15 and then 15, so you're at -1. So if I play branding right, you'll die, right? It's 45. Yeah, you'll die. Could do this. This is acceptable. If I were doing that, I could do. Now this play is better because this sets Brandon to 21. He takes 4. This play sets Brandon. He still takes 4. He takes 4 either way. No matter how you slice it, he takes 4. Of course. So, do I care about Brandon's health? No. I think I just Siren Song. I think it's better. Because this way I just Siren Song Fire Wings and I don't have to take Ember Drain this turn. This is the moment of truth here where we gotta solve this shit. We gotta solve this now. I don't solve it very well, I gotta tell you. This is a tough draw. This is a tough draw. If I just Siren Song every heavy, I will die. Also, keep that in mind. I designed this run to remind myself how that due time, etc., etc. It's Linkin Park, you know. Been on the Linkin Park referencing kick. I haven't actually listened to any Linkin Park lately. I've just been referencing them a lot. How on earth do I play this one out? So days 3 equates to 120 from the pyre. So I'll take 20 if I ascend right now. 20. So we're gonna do... Oh, I want to play Titan's Gratitude, but if I whiff the Siren Song, it's really, really bad. Like, it's game losing if I whiff the Siren Song on Titan's Gratitude. I'm gonna take a big chunk of pyre damage here. and the idea is just take a big chunk here and then save myself more in the future, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send you up, and then we're gonna Siren Song. I'm gonna take an extra 4 for doing this. However, what do I take here? 24. I can throw a Titan's Gratitude out here now if I wish to, and I'll take. But you're already dead though. Too bad. It doesn't change it. It's all from this Gilded Wing. Oh well. Just gonna spend my time picking away with spells. No Ember Drain is worth, and we like no Ember Drain, and we split the double heavies, so we save ourselves a lot of damage off of that, I believe. Not being able to have played that infinite imp is a shame. The endless imp. Goodbye, Brandon. You've done what you could. Cuddle Hex down. I mean, he freezes Reinforce, which is, I guess, worth the price of admission here. Although I do... I can just throw a Siren Song up here. That's right. You can play Siren Song in the Pyre Room if you need to. For whatever reason. But we are in a tight spot here. We have to survive these waves. If we live these waves, it's probably over. However, that's a big if. Especially, like, it's tough because of the energy costs we have associated here. It's hard to be playing Welder Helper and the spells I need to survive, and all of my units as well. If I could have gotten... I fucked up, yeah. I fucked up. This should have a -1 on it. I have 25 gold sitting here. There is no reason this doesn't have a -1 on it, other than it's late and I'm a stupid idiot. So... on this turn... if I... okay, Gilded Wings goes up, he takes 120, he's at 67. He'll hit me twice, I'll take 20. I can just play Siren Song here. I think we need to do that. I need to just do this. I think I just need to play Siren Song. We take the 20, it doesn't matter. Play Welder Helper here, because we need to scale up our... We need to scale. We need to scale, I think, is the key here. The problem is this Gilded Wing. Right? This is going to be our big killer. How am I not dying to you? It has to be... it's going to be Hidden Passage. Unless I double miss Hidden Passage, it has to just be Hidden Passage, I think. Play Shark down here, actually, over the Impling. Okay. It is possible to survive this combat, unless I double whiff here. If I double whiff, I just have to hit a Hidden Passage. Oh, it's so bad! Oh, okay, I think we lost. That's tough. Okay. I think that just kills me, right? I think that there's no out. I need to get this up, this unit. Let me do the numbers here. 8, 7, 6, 5 is 15 plus 11. It's 25 damage tacked on to the 160. I don't think I can get out of this. I think that's death. I think that whiffing there is just the end. That's so unlucky. Oh, I guess I had to not get Welder Helper killed that turn. That is tough. That is really tough. Oh, I missed both my ascends. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, you may as well, this is... let me make sure there's no other way about this here. I played... okay. Double Welder Helper pushes 40. It's just, if I could trigger her action, maybe? No, it's tough. What I had to do, I had to, yeah. I had to put the frostbite here. I had to play the flash freeze here. I didn't. I played the shark instead, and that was a mistake. The reason I played the shark instead was because I thought that the frostbite would just get cut, but Seraph was going relentless. I had to play the frostbite here for sure. I'm sitting here, right? I'm waiting. I'm thinking. I'm looking for it here. I'm looking for it. I think that there isn't an answer though. In these cards, I don't think there's an answer. Yeah, we just missed it, right? Wait, are we off? Are we off by 1? He dies to the frostbite? Wait, what happens here? He dies to the frostbite. He had 1 HP. That was a winnable run, for sure. Definitely winnable. Yeah, I just put the frostbite on him the turn before. Put the frostbite on him the turn before, and I think we cleaned that one up. It's a shame. Close. Oh well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.